Alrighty, y'all. Today we're going to be talking about hidden tech cards that either people don't play, don't know about, or just don't care about because they're not as good as some of the other cards that are in the game. Specifically, we're going to be talking about Forced Back. What is Forced Back? It is a counter trap card that effect reads, negate the normal summon or flip summon of a monster and return that monster to its owner's hand. Now, big whoop, it doesn't even destroy the monster. Well, sometimes that's a good thing, and I'll talk about it a little later in the video. There is a lot of merit for cards that can negate normal summons, such as Solemn Warning and Solemn Judgment. I've seen people pay thousands of life points just to stop a normal summon that they just wanted a clear field of monsters, that way they could win the game next turn with an attack. They didn't care if it was going to the graveyard or to the hand. They just wanted that normal summon monster not to be there. They wanted to waste their opponent's turn. And that's what Forced Back does. With only one legal copy of Warning and no Solemn Judgments floating around, you need some extra help sometimes that just will stun. And trust me, when you activate Forced Back on an opponent, it's not just stunning their plays. They're gonna be like, what the hell is this card? I have never seen it before. What does it do? Okay, I'm gonna play my lance that I had face down. It's a counter trap card. You can't do that. Ah, shit. Okay, fine. Okay, it goes back to my hand. Sigh. Complain. Salt everywhere. It'll just mess them up a little bit. Granted, that's not the best thing that you should be counting on while playing this card. Anyway, when I think of I need extra cards to stop normal summons, I think Forced Back. I also think Giant Trunade and Giant Trunade. I also think Torrential Tribute and Compulsory Evacuation Device. However, there's two problems with those cards. One, they don't actually negate the summon, and two, they can be chained to, like by Forbidden Lance. No, I think I'm going to keep that card on the field. So that's why I think Forced Back is better than those cards and why it has some merit, and why I think that it's a good, at very least, side deck tech, especially for some decks that are coming up in the future. To reiterate, the merit of this card is that it is spell speed 3, and another merit is that it actually negates a summon. Granted, it has to be a normal or flip summon, but that's okay, you know, sometimes you want to negate a special summon. That's what you got Solemn Warning for. You don't always want to pay 2,000 life points to negate a normal summon. Guess what? Now you don't have to. So I have some mixed feelings with Forced Back about the fact that it sends it to the hand. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad, because some cards get extra effects when they hit the graveyard, kind of like, I don't know, all of the Shaddols. And of course, sending a dragon monster to the graveyard when you're playing against something like Chaos Dragons or E-Dragons, ooh, big whoop, now I'm just gonna summon a bigger monster. Well, shit. But at least this way you send them to the hand, so that way they don't get any extra shenanigans. Plus, you have time to deal with it, and you probably know what your opponent's going to do. So, what does the spell speed 3 actually mean? Like I said previously, people can't chain Forbidden Lance to it. No trap stun, none of that blah ha ha, boo ha, whatever you want to call it. You don't have to worry about it, except for maybe a Dark Bribe. Who plays Dark Bribe? No one. Okay, Wiretap. Alright, Wiretap. You might have to look out for it. But if they want a Wiretap to negate a normal summon, then they really want that normal summon to go off, and you need to be prepared to get your butt. So, I already mentioned, what does it really mean for the cards to be returned to hand? But I didn't mention this. It forces your opponent to either wait and stall for their whatever play they were going to do, force an activation of a Wiretap or a similar card, or they have to go even harder if they want to continue to play and not waste a turn. Like I said, Forced Back stops cards from hitting the graveyard. However, that does mean that they can play that monster again next turn. My overall rating for Forced Back is a 3 out of 5. What do you think? Go ahead and post your rating down below with your reasoning in a comment, and I'll read it. I like comments. It makes me happy. post a comment. Subscribe to me if you deem me worthy. Have a wonderful day, guys. Peace.